Why should this be one to watch?
The growth opportunity that's available to us that is not available to other royalty companies is immense. The company is a certain size today with one nation. There's over 150 nations across this country, and then we're going to look in the States as well and other parts of the world, but there's more than enough in this country.
Royalty companies have been the crown jewel of the mining space. Royalty companies are the largest mining companies in Canada. They don't operate mines, they just collect the revenue from them.
Huge opportunities for Canada to actually untap that wealth that exists within Indigenous nations.
The term economic reconciliation, this is a good example of what that can mean for people.
Nason's Royalty will continue to grow. It's the first ever major Indigenous-owned public company.
Most startup royalty companies don't have nearly the quality of the portfolio that we have. We have excellent location for our royalties in British Columbia, a very well-established mining jurisdiction. To have 2 out of 4 or 5 royalties in the production status is quite remarkable.
These companies are loved by investors. Okay, let's float their royalties in a public company, but with a difference. Let's invite Indigenous groups pooling the royalties together.
All of the chiefs said we're stronger working together as one. So they threw all of their resources, all of their lands and resources in what we call a common bowl.
And then Frank Gistra, the man who moves things. There's an opportunity. The opportunity is to create something very, very, very large and very, very valuable. Someone who is willing to offer his knowledge. Now they can use that value to create other economic development in their communities. And I'm sure they have lots and lots of ambitions, and their main ambition is to be independent.
Nason's Royalty is one step towards that, true independence.
How can we work with other First Nations to start amassing royalties to say, this is what it could mean to us if we have access to this much capital?
The companies that have higher quality, more robust portfolios with many assets, they trade at the higher multiples, can be as high as 2 times net asset value.
The company gets bigger through the acquisition of more agreements, its valuation gets bigger, and then big institutions that don't invest in smaller companies will see it as a viable investment opportunity.
We're the largest holders of the shares of Nason's Royalties right now. When it starts to grow, our ownership of that is going to shrink, but it's going to be a good thing. Everybody else that is putting their resources or buying into that are going to be beneficiaries just like us.
We wish to grow Nations Royalties into a multi-billion dollar company. The path is there, and we're assembling the team that's going to make that happen.
Anybody joins with us, they're going to be just like us and celebrating a huge wealth, if you will. Who doesn't want that?